This is your reminder that this reality will one day just be a dream of God, of Source. Whether it takes 1,000,000 years, 1,000,000,000 years, 1,000,000,000,000 years, quadrillion years, everything you've ever conceptualized, the multiverse itself will just be done. It'll be done, it'll just be a dream. This too shall pass. Powerful phrase. And it's a lot, but the reason I'm saying this is because you know how like in some dreams you become lucid and then you wake up from that dream and you remember more because you were lucid, versus a dream where you're not lucid. You might still be invested in the dream, but you're not lucid. You wake up and then by noon you forget the dream entirely. But notice how that the dreams where you were lucid in them, you remember them more. I hate to say this, but if you want to remember who you are now here in this life and you want to go on through existing as who you are here, you got to become lucid here. Because again, this is a dream. So if you can accept that this is a dream and this too shall pass, everything even the astrals, even the afterlife, everything has a cycle. If you can acknowledge that from the grandest scale imaginable of all omniverses and be fine with it and find peace in that and use that as motivation to spark that lucid part of you here in this reality now, that's how you will become an ascended master and live on eternally as long as you want, until you ultimately decide to go in again. And say you struggle being lucid here because you care about what people think of you and you let that hold you back, right? And you say that's the difference. Say in a dream, as soon as you become lucid, you're not scared to do anything, right? Like, how like in a dream you become lucid and you can fly and do telekinesis and all this crazy stuff? The reason is because in that moment, you've tapped into the part of you that understands what I'm saying about how we're all connected to God. And in that moment, you realize that you are the only authority. You always are. Here too, in this reality, you are the only authority too. It's just getting to that point of knowing that and embodying it in the same way that you would in a lucid dream. If you can, then you will be able to do anything you want to in this reality. It's in that bridging, that same spark that you have in a lucid dream here in this reality, and embodying that here, that is like it's an art form. Like, that is real godlike and goddess-like stuff where you can get real powers here. That is how you will become like a Jesus, Krishna, Buddha type figure. And ultimately, if we are going to ascend into 5D, we're going to need multiple people to wake up on that level. So I'm planning on it. That's my goal. My goal is to be the next most epic ascended master to ever do it on this planet. But we're going to need multiple. So maybe we can make it a competition. It'd be kind of fun, But yeah, like in all seriousness, how you don't care about, like, you become lucid in a dream, you don't care about what anyone in the dream thinks of you, right? Like, all of a sudden, it's like, as soon as you become lucid, you're just like, this is just a dream. This is gonna fade soon. That's what your mind thinks. You're like, this is a dream. This is temporary. I'm gonna wake up soon. And that surge of not caring about what anyone in the dream thinks about you is what gives you the power to do whatever you want. What I'm saying is the same applies for this reality too. Really think about what I'm saying here. It's pretty deep. Like, in the same way you have dreams where you're just going along with the dream and you're like somewhat lucid but not really, that's how most people live their life here in this reality. In fact, everyone besides Jesus, Krishna, and Buddha so far, Unless there's like a secret monk in the Himalayas somewhere with the ability, but you get the point. You know, it's not something a lot of people have done before in modern times, so imagine how cool it would be to do it. So let's do it and make a competition. Hell yeah.